Good evening, Metuchen, and welcome to this edition of Your Town. Tonight is the celebration of National Night Out 2012. We want to welcome you into the participation of Metuchen in this event for the evening. This is the 29th year of the National Night Out. National Night Out was designed to heighten crime awareness and drug prevention in our town. Also, too, is to generate support for the local anti-crime units, such as the police department. And it's also about supporting the fire department and the EMT units. We have a lot of support here tonight in our town. We also want to send a message to criminals. Guess what? Get out of here. We don't want you here. As a town, we're going to support each other by letting each other know what's happening and who's there to help us. Some of the things that we like the town people to do is, hey, keep your doors locked to help prevent crime. Put lights on so people know that you're home. And also, too, see what's going on in the area. Know who your neighbor is. Know who's not. And also, too, drug prevention. We want to be there to help the youth more than ever because more and more kids are falling into drug abuse. And it's because of not lack of support, but I think because of busy schedules. So parents, please be aware of who your kids are hanging out with. So this way, we can help you, you can help them prevent the drug abuse. So let's go and see what's going on. I'm Richard Alagona. Let's go have a good time.
Thank you, and welcome to Metuchen's National Night Out. You have a number of tables and activities going around. We want to thank our fire department, our police department, our EMS, our Recreation Commission, and the Youth Services Board who have helped put this together. Make sure you go to every table. There are tattoos, there's all types of things, face painting, there's balloons, all kinds of activities for you. Get to meet and greet your neighbors, and thank you to both Target and Friendly's for being sponsors of this event tonight. Really appreciate all that they've done. So thank you very much. Enjoy the evening together as a great community.
Hi, our first stop tonight is going to be with the police department, and I'm standing here with Officer Lee Antonio. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
Great. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the table and what's going on?
Tonight's National Night Out. We have several sponsors. We're here at Friendly's today. Target's come out. We have a lot of our service organizations, the police department, the fire department, our auxiliaries, and the first aid squad. We have a lot of rides and things for the kids to do. It's for the public to come out and show solidarity and unity for the community.
Very good, very good. Now, what are some of the items that you have here on the table?
We have several things. We have booklets where we have a photographer on the other side of the lot here. They're taking pictures, put them in the back of the book for kids, so it actually shows the child's face through the book. So it's a pretty neat idea. We also have several giveaways. Our baseball card program, I brought some of my cards out here, as well as different information about firearm safety, safe handling of guns and with children around.
Can we see some of your, especially your baseball card?
This is our baseball card. This is a program that we ran last year. It was a very successful program, and still kids are coming up asking us for our cards all the time.
So each of the officers have one, and they become collectibles? Is that how it works?
Yeah, well, some of them are collectibles. You never know.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll become a collectible. But they're a very popular program amongst the kids. I have my helpers here. My daughter came to help out. She's helping hand us stuff and her friends. We also have our police car here. It's been a big hit. Kids are getting in. They're having a good time in the car. It's one of our newest cars, our additions to the fleet here, and kids are having a good time here.
So how many cruisers do we have in Metuchen?
We have about eight marked units. Could always use more, but you never know. They're run through the clock, around the clock, so they're really always in use.
So should we meet your helpers today?
Sure.
Hi, what's your name?
Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. And you are?
Dominique.
Dominique. So what's so special for the two of you about tonight?
It's my first time for going here, so I'm having a lot of fun.
That's great. And for you?
Well, I usually help my dad with county fair, so this year I'm helping him with this too.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm glad you're here tonight, and thank you for helping. All right, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Have a good night.
You too.
All right, so it seems like nobody's going to be losing, so we're going to get into the bonus round. Now, while you're hula hooping, I want you to slowly turn around while you're hula hooping. All right. All right, so you got that. Now, I need you to move side to side, starting from your left, and then going to your right. Wow, this is a tough one. All right. All right. Hey, you guys are going to win because it looks like you guys aren't going to stop anyways. So you guys can stop hula hooping. You can do two, can come back and get a prize. Other two, thank you for playing. You guys are going to get a prize anyways, just for trying. Come on up.
Okay, we've caught up now with Mayor Tom Vahala, and he's visiting also tonight at National Night Out. So tell me, what does National Night Out mean for you?
Well, you know, it's a time for the community to get together, to recognize each other, to share neighborhoods, to share neighbors, and a number of activities here. And, you know, here we are at Friendly's parking lot. We have our EMS, our fire, our police, our METV, our first aid squad, our Recreation Commission, and our Youth Service Board help put this together. As you see the activity and then hear the noise, it's a great evening for Metuchen. It's a time for people to recognize their neighbors, get involved in the community, and be a part of a community. So it's an important evening for us.
Yeah, I was saying earlier how important it is to get to know your neighbor, because this way, if there's somebody who's walking around that you're not familiar with or maybe a little shady, they say, hey, maybe I should give the police a call just to check them out.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. If there's any time that somebody is not sure about somebody walking in their neighborhood or in their neighborhood, that's the time, and our police will respond very, very efficiently with this. But, it is a great time to get to know your neighbors and see your neighbors. And, Metuchen is that kind of a community where you have new people moving in, and you may not know all of the people in your area, so here's an opportunity to meet some of them and be involved and greet some of them. So that's why it's a great evening for us.
And it's wonderful to see so many people coming in little by little, and the town is growing so much. I want to tell us a little bit more about what's happening around.
Well, we have a number of things going on in town. There's, between our senior citizens, we have, in fact, the Youth Service Board, Municipal Alliance had a town talk tonight right before this at the Senior Citizen Center with 3 great speakers. One was from our police department, Joe Keene, and so it was a good evening. We had a pretty full house talking about issues about drug and alcohol addiction, and we have some things coming up in the near future for the development of the Pearl Street parking lot, which will be released in September once the parking authority has finally sorted out which direction to go. But we do have a number of great things happening here in town. So it is a great town, a great community. We want to keep it moving forward.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for your time. Go enjoy yourself, and we'll talk to you real soon.
We also want to thank our sponsors tonight, Friendly's and Target, for coming in and allowing us to use the parking lot, but also sponsoring some of the groups here today. It makes it so much better. Target was very workable with this, and so was Friendly. So, please support those businesses.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, now we're here with Mike Dix, the Asset Protection Manager for Target Company. So, Mike, why don't you tell us about the community involvement that Target has with Metuchen tonight?
Okay. This year is the 29th year that Target is co-sponsoring National Night Out. We've been doing this for quite a while. We participate in numerous events across the country. Also, we just try to promote community awareness of the DARE program and just try to keep kids off drugs by doing this program, and also just promoting our partnership with law enforcement, because we're, as myself being asset protection manager, we deal a lot with theft and the law enforcement agencies in the area. So we're close partners, and we're proud to sponsor this event.
That's great. Now, what are some of the items that you're giving out at your table tonight that are telling kids, this is the best way not to get on drugs?
Well, we're just giving out toys, really. Nothing specific in regards to that, but just frisbees, the little wristbands, the rubber band things for National Night Out. That's really all. Water, just to show our support for the community.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time, and we'll see you soon.
All right.
All right. And now we're over with the EMTs, and I'd like to introduce Raymond Rich. He is the Deputy Chief of the EMTs. How are you tonight?
Good, thank you.
So why don't you tell us about the EMTs and what's going on with them here in Metuchen?
Metuchen EMS is a volunteer organization established back in 1948. Consists of night crews from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday through Sunday, doing 100% volunteer organization with no money earned.
Okay, and how important is it about having volunteers?
Very important volunteers. Volunteers help keeps the cost down here in Metuchen, taxpayers money to pay for EMS services. Unfortunately, due to the lack of memberships that we had, the town offered us to go out for bid, and JFK Hospital here in Edison got the bid, and they keep a truck on paid service for Metuchen Monday through Saturday from 5 a.m. through 7 p.m.
Okay, and that's specifically for us for emergency situations.
Correct, yes. Metuchen, JFK services just Metuchen Monday through Saturday, and they have one truck dedicated right now just for the borough.
Great, great. Now, why don't you tell us about the rig that you have behind you?
This is M6. It's a Braun. It's the oldest of our fleet. We have two of them. It's the smallest we have. We use it second due right now.
And how many people right now are volunteering for the unit?
We have about 20 members active and about 10 to 15 not so active. But we need members, so if we'll take anywhere from 16 up. We have a cadet program for 16 and younger. Come down to the squad Monday through Friday, grab an application. We'll be more than happy to speak with you.
Great. And with the cadets, what kind of training is involved?
For our cadets, we have our senior members will go over assortment of things for the cadets. We'll teach people how to backboard. We'll send them for classes for CPR and first aid, and they'll be able to ride the truck with us just like we do. They won't be able to touch the patient and make patient care yet, but they'll be able to help with vitals and help at the scene and keep the chaos down.
So when would they be able then to participate with helping a patient?
As soon as they get their CPR and first aid, they'll be acclimated to the truck, and when they're roughly about 18 or we feel that they have enough experience, we'll put them through EMT school.
Oh, great. And how long is the program for EMT school?
EMT school is right now about 180 hours. It comes out to about, I'd say about 4 to 6 months of training.
Okay, and something like that, is that something that the squad units would pay for, or is that something that's supported by each person, or how does the financing work for something like that?
The financing for that helps is what we do is as a e-board as a whole, the special members and all the executive board members and the officers, we get together, and if the person does a good job and they're progressing along, we ask that they write a letter to the membership, and we review it, and we do pay for the class right now.
That's great. So there's support there financially. There's support from each person as well. So, and it's great for younger kids to become junior cadets. Now, are there a lot on the team right now, or?
Right now we have about 2 cadets that I know about. We do have 2 cadet advisors, 1 male, 1 female, and they report to the cadets report to them with any issues or show them their grades. We're firm believers that school is really important. And we do make you go to school and make sure you test really well, and academically we want you to succeed before you do anything with us. Again, we're 100% a volunteer and we don't have any money, so obviously your job is very important when you grow up, so we want you to succeed in school before you do anything with us.
Great. Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Thank you very much. Nice seeing you.
You too.
Just send out your card. Just take out your card and look at your raffle. M. Kaylin. Our next one is 244470. We got one out. We got one out. You guys have to turn around slowly while you're hula hooping. All right, now, before the hula hoop contest, the Security Academy will be having a free class at their table. If you guys want to go learn some martial arts, with the guy with the red shirt, with the red shirt, giving out their free raffles.
Hey, I'm here with Kim Fletcher, and she's the general manager of Friendlies. So tell us why you're here tonight.
I am here to support the town and the police department on National Night Out.
Great. Now, is this the first time that Friendlies has helped sponsor?
Actually, it's the first time for me. I've only been the general manager for the last year. So we did it to support the community and help the kids have a lot of fun and see exactly what we can do to make it a great night.
Well, it looks like it's been a great night and a lot of ice cream being dished out.
Absolutely. You can't go a night without ice cream, especially if you're in Friendly's parking lot.
Great. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Ready, set, go. All right, we got, don't leave yet, don't leave. All right, bonus round. I need you to spin around slowly while you're hula hooping. Spin around. And then I need you to face me when you're done spinning around. Alright. Now, you got that. Next one is, I need you to move side to... Ah! Congratulations. Let's give a hand for our winner. Let's give a hand for our winner. Together, Jet Cross. 1, 2.
2. 1, 2. Okay? Right, you ready? 2. Perfect. 1, 2. Good. Good. Absolutely. Okay, hands up like an 11. Good. Jab, cross. First two block them. Good, but it's not here, right? It's corkscrew. Alright, watch my blue belt. Jab cross. Again. Good, again. Move, move. Purple belt. Jab cross. Faster. Harder. PI. Jab cross. Again. Good. Jab cross. Alright, jab cross. Again. Jab cross. Faster. Harder. Good. Again. Good. Again. One more. Excellent job.
And now we're here with Rob Donnan. He's the fire chief of Metuchen Volunteer Fire Department. So Rob, tell us what it's like to be a volunteer fireman.
In Metuchen, it means a lot of different things. Training, responding to emergencies, and doing public events like this. We're a very community-oriented department, so we believe in try to spread it out among all those things. It's all of it's important. It's important for the people of Metuchen to know who we are and what we do, and it's very important for us to keep up on our training and to make sure every call for assistance gets answered.
Now, how many volunteers do we have?
Right now, we've got about 45 active firefighters. It's difficult because you're covering 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you need a higher number to make sure you have enough people at all times of day and night to answer all the calls.
So now the EMS told us that they have like a junior program. Is there something like that for the fire department?
Yes, we have a firefighter cadet and junior program. When kids turn 14, they can actually, 15, 16, 17, 18. They can join the junior program, and then they can work towards becoming a full firefighter when they turn 18.
Oh, great. That's wonderful. Now, tell us about some of the stuff you brought today.
Today we have Ladder 5, which was purchased in 2006. It's a 95-foot aerial platform. Right now there's a lot of kids climbing in and out of the bucket, very popular. It's a relatively new piece of equipment, and it's new to the way we operate in Metuchen. The way the ladder works and the fact that it has a pump on board was big for us. And then we also brought our new vehicle, Unit 9, which is a Ranger Polaris four-wheel drive ATV. And that's something that we got in part from a very generous donation from Cross Country Cycles and Honda Sport over on Middlesex Avenue here in Metuchen, and fundraising efforts by the fire company itself.
Now, tell me, what does this unit do, and why is it so important to the town?
We decided we needed something to interface with the Greenway, the Middlesex County Greenway, which is part of the Rails to Trails program, where they're turning old rail lines into walking paths. That runs right through the middle of town, and it's an area that you really can't access that easily. We also use it for large public events. We used it at Metuchen High School's graduation, where we were able to transport elderly and some handicapped individuals to the event that wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. It's small, it's lightweight, it has almost no footprint on when running across different surfaces, so it doesn't damage grass or brush or anything like that. And it's multi-purpose because we can use it in a firefighting configuration for like brush fires, or when it's fully equipped and modified, the rescue basket that's on top of it right now will be able to be loaded into the vehicle, and we could carry a patient on board. So it's a fire and EMS resource, and again, we call it an MPRV, multi-purpose response vehicle.
Great. So what's some of the information that you're giving the kids tonight about safety and what they should do and not do?
The big drive we're doing right now is trying to get everybody to our website, because it's easier and more dynamic for us to educate the public on who we are and what we do. For kids in general, we don't have a lot of direct contact with them today other than putting them on the vehicles and letting them get their pictures taken. But when we do have one-on-one contact with them, we try to stress don't play with matches, don't play with candles, have an escape route, know how to get out of your house. When you get out, stay out. And the big thing is, if there's an emergency, call for help and tell an adult.
Great. Would you like to give us that website information?
It's www.metuchenfd.com. And again, it's got all kinds of contact information. It's got stuff on how to join the fire department, which we're always looking for volunteers. It's got information on the cadet and junior program, fire prevention and safety, the history of the department, the Unit 9 project. It's really got a lot of information for people to see.
Great. Thank you for your time. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Mark. Get set. Go. Yes, it's a stiff competition. Stiff competition over here. All right, we got the first eliminator. Now we're into the bonus round. The bonus round. Now, the bonus round is you have to turn around slowly with your hula hoop. All right, we got a winner, Let's give it our hand,
What a great evening we had tonight. We met people from the fire department, the police department, we met EMT workers, as well as our sponsors from Target, as well as Friendly's, and of course our mayor. We had a beautiful night, an exciting evening, and I want to say thank you for the great weather. I'm Richard Alagona, and remember, this all happened in your town.